All right, what's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing? Welcome to fxpronow.com. We're going to be getting started in about like 2 minutes. So if you're watching us on a replay, go ahead and skip over to about 2 minutes. So if you're watching us live, go ahead and put in your name, where you're calling in from, and we'll get started as soon as possible. It's a little different because now football is back on, and I like to watch my football. So this may go quicker than usual, but I'm sure you guys will be fine. All right. So again, if you're watching us live, go ahead and put in your name, where you're calling in from. And to make sure that you guys can be able to hear me, I want to make sure of that. So go ahead and click on the like button so I can make sure that you guys can hear me. So on today's session, what we do is we break down some charts. We're going to start off with EUR USD, then AUD USD, USD JPY, and GBP JPY. What's going on, Michael? What's really exciting is our EUR USD trade hit take profit. It seems like it's still going. Dang, bro. So I do fantasy football, and my team isn't really doing too well this week, which is kind of annoying. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, go ahead and put in your name, where you're calling in from. Also, go ahead and click on the like button so I can make sure that you guys can be able to hear me. Yeah, I told you. On that gold tip. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, what's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing? Welcome to fxpronow.com. Oh, this is low. My daughter, she comes in here and touches stuff. So, again, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to fxpronow.com, where our goal is to be able to help you to make an extra $1,000 a month trading Forex online at home with your families. What we're looking at today is what we call This Week in the Markets. And when it comes to This Week in the Markets, what we do is we break down some charts. For example, this one right here, EUR USD. And let's go ahead and get started. So not only do I record myself through this live, I also record myself through TradingView as well. So I suggest that you guys follow me on TradingView as well. The way that you can be able to do that is by just typing in when you first get on there, FX Pro Now, and you'll find me. All right, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to fxpronow.com, where our goal is to be able to help you make an extra $1,000 a month trading Forex online at home with your families. What we're looking at right now is EUR USD, and specifically for EUR USD, what's cool is the fact that we actually hit our take profit. So our take profit was supposed to be 8.7, but I put mine to 9 because I didn't want to have it go all the way here. I was fine with it getting just to 0.9, and it got there, which is perfect. It got there here, right? Which is great. And that's all I needed. So I entered in here for my first entry, then here for a second entry, and let's take the average to here, 150 pip move, which is beautiful. So I'm just going to break down how this worked. I'm not going to break down what's next because it has to tell me what's next. So I'm guessing it's probably going to start consolidating around here, and then probably come back up to 1099, somewhere around here, and then go for the continuation. I wouldn't be surprised. That's probably what's going to happen. So how do I do this? Very simple. So this is considered. Let's look like on the daily time frame. No, this is H4. Yeah, it looks cleaner on this. All right. So this is very, very simple, guys. No, let's look on the H4. Tamarack. That's down the street. All right. So this is how it goes. So point A. So I'm going to break it down like this. We have lower lows and lower highs forming, right? This right here is considered as a lower high, right? Because this high is lower than that high, and this high is lower than that high, right? And then you have lower lows. This low is lower than the last low. It's like somewhere over there. And then this low is lower than that low. So the way that you draw your Fibonacci retracement tool for a downtrend, because this is considered as a downtrend, is from point A at the lower high to point B, the lower low, right? And then what we saw, mind you, we caught this entire move as well, right, to the downside. So once we got to our take profit, we wanted to wait for price to make a retrace, which is exactly what we're doing here. We're waiting for price to make a retrace after price starts slowing up, consolidating, breaking structure, and then pushing to the upside. So that's exactly what happened here. So once we hit our take profit, we got out. We're good for the day. Now we're looking for price to retrace. Right. And what happens is price started to retrace, and I called the fact, hey, listen, what's going to happen is price is going to get anywhere between 38.2 to 61.8. And what happened was it got to this 50% area. I saw a small break structure on the lower time frame, the M30 time frame. Probably I was looking on the H1 time frame. If anything, you can go back and look at the history. Everything is documented, like everything step by step of all my trades. You can be able to look backwards. You can be able to see all the trades I've been doing. Specifically for EUR USD, AUD USD, USD JPY, and GBP JPY. Anyways, so we entered in over here because we saw a break structure on the lower time frame, and then price started to blue. I probably entered in here. It was probably here that I entered it. Anyways, it was doing all this stuff. Price shot downwards, but even since my take profit was at 0.09, I didn't catch that. It was so freaking close. And then what happened was price shot back up. I still held my trade. There was nothing wrong with the trade. And what I mean by that is price was still, quote unquote, following the rules. Price was still making lower lows and lower highs based upon the higher time frame, H4 time frame. So I stuck in my trade. Even though I was up 80 pips, price came all the way back up. And so I missed it, right? As far as, exiting out here. But that's not really what I do. I exit out, I take profits. So price came back up here, so I was in a negative again. Cool. So I entered in again. I don't know. It was probably somewhere around here because that's what the green line means. And price started, doing all this extra stuff. It was right around this 50% area. I was not, bothered at all. Then we had break structure. This red line right here is considered as a break of structure. You could be able to see it on the lower time frame. I'm not going to go to the lower time frame, but on the lower time frame, you'll see a break structure, a retest of that breaking structure, and then a continuation. And somewhere around here, I was telling you guys, hey, this is probably a better chance. If you missed it back here, this is the exact time that you want to be able to get in, which was around this area right here. If anything, no, I'm not going to go to the lower time frame. When you go to a lower time frame, you can be able to see why exactly. And mind you, we break this down entirely in our course on fxpartner.com, step by step, how and why. Either way, yeah. So that would have been the last entry that I would have even touched. All right. So, anyways, we have point A, point B, point C. Anytime that we get into our entry, we shoot for negative 27% to be our take profit area. And there's times that I go directly on the negative 27%, and there's times that I, do it a little further upwards, right? And I figured that 1.09 flat was like a psychological number. So I figured I'd just place it there, even though I missed out on 30 pips or something like that. That's fine. We caught 150. You know what I mean? So I just didn't want something like that to happen again. All right. Anyways, so that's where we're at right now. What we're going to do, so we're going to start over. We're going to start off fresh, right? We're going to do it over, right? So, mind you, I'm kind of predicting what I see could happen based upon what we've already done. So, with that being the case, price is not slowed up. Price has not got into an area where it's about to retrace as of yet. So I'm going to assume this area, well, not assume, this area right here is our lower high, right? What I'm going to assume is that area that I was looking for price to get to, the negative 27%, is generally where it's going to go up. Do I do this like that? As far as like placing my fibs anywhere? No, I never do this, but I'm just showing you in advance what may happen, right? So I'm expecting price to probably start slowing up over here, being the fact that our negative 27% was here. So I'm expecting it to do something over here and then start to retrace. And once it starts to retrace, I'm going to be looking for price to come somewhere in this region over here. Go figure, in in confluence with our point 1.99 area, somewhere in this area right here is where we're going to want to enter in again for the continuation to the downside, and we're going to go back to negative 27%. It's the same ish over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. All right, so that's what I'm going to be looking for. Hopefully, ain't going to do a Wednesday. It'll probably get to that area that I'm looking for price to get to Wednesday, but it's not going to start consolidating till probably like Friday. Monday, it will probably start pushing upwards. Wednesday might get there. It may not be till not next Monday, not the Monday coming up, but the next Monday after that, when we'll be looking for entries. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm kind of just guessing, but that's generally how it flows, right? But then when we enter, we're able to just enter into that trade, risk 2% of our account, and then from there, knock out 150, 200 pips at a time. This is how we trade over here, where it's 150, 200 pips at a time for each trade. And it's not like you enter in the trade and you got to be watching it like a hawk all day. That's not my trading style, where I'm like on here, I want to be drawing with my daughter. I want to be, doing math with my daughter. That's what I like to do. As opposed to being on charts all day long. So that's our trading style. We're going to be looking for price to come back into this area right here, 0.09 area. And next week it'll give us a little better view, but that should happen. So with that being the case, really appreciate your time, guys. Hopefully on Wednesday it gets to this area, and then we can start making a better prediction of what's going to happen. All right. So really appreciate your time, guys. If anything, if you like our trading style and you want to be able to get access to more, we actually have a free 1-hour Forex training that you can be able to get access to. On there, it shares how you can be able to get access to 15 hours of our content. And it shares exactly how you can be able to get access to all that. All right. Really appreciate your time, guys, and peace. fxpronow.com is the website. All right. Let's continue. Boom. Man, this is just beautiful. So we're still in this trade right here. This is just beautiful. All right, so we'll break this down. Same-ish, different week. Oh. Man. Yo, the Bengals are just trash. All right, what's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing? Welcome to fxpronow.com, where our goal is to be able to help you make an extra $1,000 a month trading Forex online at home with your family. What we're looking at right now is AUDUSD. When it comes to AUDUSD, this is playing out exactly what we called. All right. So what we called, same thing like EU. We had point A, point B, point C is this region over here. We caught a trade. You see how the little dots come up right here? We caught our trade all the way from here, 300 pips down to here. Beautiful. We caught this whole thing. And what I was telling you guys is, hey, listen, making that quarterback look good. Anyways, what I call is the fact that this was moving so fast, right, that usually price for AU does not stop at 38.2, especially for a daily type move, which is a big move. It usually doesn't stop at 38.2, but I said, hey, listen, price may stop 38.2, but being the fact that this is a large push, there's also the possibility that price could shoot all the way back up. This is considered like 88.6 over here. It was in confluence with this monthly key level. So that's why I had this big region right here. But my last thought was to, get to 38.2, but it did, which is cool. So being the fact that it was taking so long, that thought of 38.2 was making it seem like it was a higher likelihood that price would just get to 38.2 and then, continue its way to the downside. And that's what it did. So that's why once I saw a price start slowing up over here, I entered in. But I usually don't have a small stop loss or anything like that. But I did in this case because, I was like 38.2, it may continue. It hit my stop loss. And it was crazy. It actually didn't. It actually didn't hit my stop loss, which is annoying because my stop loss was at 6.9 flat. And as you can see here, price didn't. So I guess it was just a spread, which is annoying as hell. But I would have caught this literally like here, right? So once I saw price started, to push downwards and stuff like that, as you can see, this line right here is where I actually caught it, right here. So that's where my trade is, right? So this is beautiful entry. I'm not saying this is a bad entry at all. What I am saying is the fact that I was mad that my trade hits the stop here. So the reason why I drag that out is because I want you guys to understand when it comes to short stop losses, these can really mess you up. Why? Yes, probably it just hits a small stop loss. You lose a little bit of your account, whatever. That's not really the purpose. The reason why I'm making this, why I'm explaining this. The reason why I'm saying this is because if it hits your stop loss, it automatically triggers in your mind something negative just happened. And because of that, what will tend to happen is you tend to doubt yourself. So what you want to make sure you do is leave some space for your stop. Because if you don't, and it hits that stop, and then you start to question, is this actually the right trade? Blah, 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 blah. That has happened to me so often that I've gotten numb to the fact that, hey, it hit my stop loss, cool. I can still enter back in again, being the fact that I know this is a true trade. And that's why I was able to enter in so quickly again. All right. So I just wanted to kind of lay that out there. Anyways, so we entered in here, and as we can see, boom, and we called this. Mind you, can again, I always stress you guys, look at our past charts. Look at our past charts. Go into Trading View if you're watching this on YouTube. Go into Trading View, type in FX Pro now, or just watch our past YouTube videos. Literally, this is documented. We called it right here, and we're looking for price to get to negative 27% in correlation with our 0.665 area. And that's exactly where we're going right now. So how much are we up right now? 126 pips on this one, right? But I have two entries because I have another entry somewhere down here once I saw there was a continuation. And it's still going. So now you're probably wondering, okay, how do I come up with these red lines? Well, these are actually key levels. These are daily key levels right here. And then as you see, we have monthly key levels. If you don't know about key levels, or you want to be able to learn about those key levels, this is all laid out in our 15-hour course that you can be able to get access to on fxpronow.com. And you know, one probably say, oh, you know, you're trying to promote something. No, you're probably wondering right now, how do you be able to learn this? How you can be able to learn these? It's in there, right? It just takes way too long to be able to explain in a 5-minute video, and it takes a lot of details in it. So that's why it's all compact in the course that we have access to, or that you can be able to get access to. Anyways, so we have point A, point B, this whole region right here, point C, this 38.2. Shoot, the heck. And we're looking for price to continue to negative 27%, and we're up right now. So there's no real something that I can be able to give you right now. I was just giving you the whole breakdown of how we set this up. Very, very simple stuff, guys. It's all the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. It's just you need to learn the ins and outs, and it takes time to be able to learn this, but not just taking time to be able to learn the ins and outs of the technical side. I promise you, it's all a mental game. It's all a mental game. It's all a mental game. You know what's even a bigger mental game in the like a part of this? The fact that you know you're right, but you still don't over leverage. That's like the hardest part. You know that you're right. You know that I can make whatever when it comes to this trade, but you still don't over leverage. You still trust the process, which is an annoying process. But at the same time, when you build your account to wherever it is that you believe that you can be able to get it to, it just feels that much better that you did it. You know what I mean? So just trust the process. And you know, anyways, so fxpronow.com. What I'd highly encourage you guys to do, go ahead and check out our free 1-hour Forex training. Get to know who we are. It's not just where we, you know, sharing our tips. You do get 5 tips of how to be able to, you know, build up your account. But at the same time, I find it important that you guys get my background and know who I am, and not just some guy. You know what I mean? I think that's important. I think. All right. So, anyways, fxpronow.com. We really have a true vision of where we're going with this. All right. Greatly appreciate your time, guys. Peace. Anyways, UJ. I don't even want to look at the score. I don't even want to look. All right. Here we go. So this was just a pullback. All right. I feel confident about this one. This is just, man, I hope you guys are keeping track, guys. Cause I'm putting out some freaking fire. All right. What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to fxpronow.com. Right now we are 343. And it ain't no 50 pip move. We are 343. EU, we caught 150 pips. AU, right now we're up 120 pips, I think it was. This one, we caught this all the way down here, and I'm annoyed because when I went on my cruise, I got out of it. I didn't want to. Anyways, it was somewhere around here. I took off my thing. But anyways, I think it was like here. We would have been up 230 right now, which is annoying. But we caught this kind of late for the continuation. I took off the thing. I'm not going to look right now. Anyways, we caught it somewhere in this region right here, but we're up. It was like somewhere here. 130. I got to look. But anyways, we called back here the fact that price would have a retrace to go to the upside. I'm actually hoping that price gets back to the 114 area, because 114 is a major level of resistance in this area right here. And I'll show you it real quick. This has been going on for a long time. I've been making money all throughout this process right here. And the fact that it's all the way down here is like, whoa, to come back here. You'll see the fact that price hits this area about 11 times throughout this whole region right here, this 114. And I don't know if this is some area or some level of price, you know, trying to make its way upwards and break that 114, being the fact that it had a large push to the downside and probably possibly break that 114, maybe. I think that would be pretty interesting. The fact that we caught this from all the way down here. Anyways, so daily. So we have this. We have point A, point B, and then we're looking for price to at least get to point C, 61.8, which is in confluence with our 109.8. Very, very simple move. Once price started to push down right here, I was still confident in what we had. I did get out of half of the trade because I was like, man, we have a level of resistance right here. What's going on? Being the fact that we have this very nice, and mind you, this is my first time looking at the chart since last Thursday, right? This very nice bullish candle right here makes me feel confident for the continuation to 109.6, 109.8. Very, very confident. And this is still 150 pip move. Beautiful. So yeah, very, very simple. Again, point A, we have our fibs pointed at point A. Point B, this entire area right here, but specifically that bearish wick. And then 61.8 in confluence with the 109.8. Right, very, very simple. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I understand. I wouldn't either if I wasn't getting some type of assistance. But with that being the case, guys, what I would highly suggest is you guys go to, if you're looking for more, fxpronow.com. Our goal is truly to be able to help as many people learn this game, but we're looking for 0.1% to really take this to another level. The reason why is because we're looking to be able to partner up with as many people as possible, but specifically 0.1% of our top students so that we could be able to invest together. And we're looking to do that within the next coming up years. It's going to take some time, but my vision is long term. You know, I don't know how old you are. You know, I'm in my 20s, and you know, hopefully I stay alive, you know, as long as possible. But you know, we got some time to really master our craft together, and then be able to, you know, invest together in big things, right? So with that being the case, if you're looking to be able to do something like that as well, check out our free 1-hour Forex training on fxpronow.com. I break down a little bit of who I am, some methods that you can be able to learn from me, and then our true vision where we're looking to go as well, and how you can be able to, you know, get started with us. Greatly appreciate your time, guys. Peace. All right. Why am I looking at the 1-hour time frame? Oh, yeah, this is about to continue as well. All right, I'm about to hop back in this one, I think. Let's see. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, when it comes to GJ, you can't play with GJ. Yeah, this is 38.2. Oh, this is going to pop. Oh, look at all this confluence. Look at this. Look. Oh man, this is, guys. Oh man. Okay. I'm not even gonna do that. Hold up. This is about to be nice right here. Just check me out one moment. I want to hop out in my account so I can add a little bit more. Oh, and Bitcoin flying. Guys, man. Oh, and Bitcoin flying. Come on. All right, check this out. This is easy peasy right here, man. Look at this. All right, so I'm gonna break this down. It may take a little long. Anyways, we're talking about a large move. By the way, we caught this whole thing as well. The whole thing. We caught the whole thing. I think it was 1,700 pips. We caught the whole thing, literally right here, from right here. Boom. You could say 1,700, 1,800. Anyways, we caught the whole thing. Now we're about to get the retrace. And then the continuation to the downside, which is about to be an even big move. All right. So we have point A up here. We have point B down here, right? And then, as you can see here, we have right on this bullet. This was the break of structure. This is considered, this long move right here is a break of structure. This long move is a break of structure. So we caught, I'd have to look. I think it was 150 pips, 200 pips. I forget exactly. We caught like 200 pips on this one. Once price started pushing down right here, I'm like, it's right at 38.2. I don't know. All right. So that's why I hopped out of this one completely. I'm about to jump back, in this one right now. Why? We have point A, we have point B, we have point C, right at 38.2. As you can see that 38.2 is a pop, meaning it jumps off of 38.2. We see the fact that it's consolidating heavy. This is daily time frame, right? Consolidating heavy at this area right here. Most likely, if we were to go to the lower time frame, you're going to see breaks of structure, blah, 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 blah. We're going to see a pop. Right now, what's even cooler is this. So we have point A, point B, then we have this whole big one right here is 50%, right? The what do you call it? Price. It's not a price reversal zone. It's a neutral zone. It's not really a true area, but it's half, right? 50%. So we have point A, point B. This is 50% for the big move, okay? But check this out. We have point A, point B, point C, 38.2. Where do we go? We go to negative 27%. Negative 27% is in true alignment with 50%. Major confluence, right? But then also, what do we see there? 137.9. All three in a row. Boy. Simple. Simple. But not only that, just wait, there's more. We have point A, point B, point C, 38.2, negative 61.8, which is take profit number 2, in confluence with 61.8, in confluence with our monthly key level, which is a range. Come on. Yo, come on. I gotta behave. I was about to put another load. Oh, remember what I was just saying? You know you're right. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Sit in. Sit in. Yo. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm so excited for this one to go. And it's going to pop too. It's 38.2 pops. 38.2 pops, man. And that's what this green box was about. You can look back. You can look back. You can be able to see all this. You can look back. Last year, I called it was going to 128. Last year. Literally, you can look back, guys. Last year, this was called. Got there faster than I thought, which is freaking annoying. But anyways, I'm looking for price to get back up here to this 140.777, which is an interesting number. And then from there, we're going to work our way down to this area over here. So with that being the case, guys, greatly appreciate your time. fxpronow.com. Check us out. We got some content that could be able to help out. I really want to break down Bitcoin. I'm going to break down Bitcoin. My team already probably lost. fxpronow.com. We have a free 1-hour Forex training on there. I share a little bit about myself. I share 5 tips that could be able to help you out. I share a little bit about our vision and where we're going. And also I share how you can be able to get access to 15 more hours of content that you can be able to get access to as well. All right. So with that being the case, I greatly appreciate your time, guys. Peace. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Guys, man, all of this has been called. All of this has been called. I usually don't talk about Bitcoin on here because I tell my students do not touch this stuff. especially in your first year. But I really want to show you guys, like, man, Bitcoin behaves so well. It's just you need a large account to be able to touch it, to touch this. It's so funny. People think this is going to pop right now. No, this is a continuation to the downside. This is a continuation to the downside. Anyways. So here we go. First, I'm going to break down how we got here. Mind you, this was called all the way back here before anything dropped all the way over here, all the way back here. And mind you, look at my record. Here, let me record this. Look at my record, guys. I think it was called August like 4th or something like that, right before my first cruise of the month last month. All right, guys. So we had price around here. I said, hey, listen, price is going to get to this 11,400 area, is going to reject, and we're going to shoot to the 7,000, 8,000 region. People got on my thing, are like, talking mess. Oh, these are just random lines. I'll never forget that. Those are just random lines. I'm sure this man has never withdrew a profit in his life trading. Anyways, we got to this area right here. Correct. Mind you, we call that here. Correct. Got to here. Correct. Price started to shoot downwards, but it wasn't like a direct, push to the downside. And it usually isn't. Anyways, we got to this area right here. We start seeing, levels of support. I'm pretty sure the Bitcoin community is going, wow, like, we're about to go to, 20,000 right now. No, weird, because I'm a part of it as well. I hold. No, price is not going to pop yet. I believe that price is going to get to this 38.2 area, which is about 9,000, to 61.8 area in confluence with my it's an H4, because Bitcoin doesn't have that much history. So it's technically like a weekly key level for us, right? But it's like the same thing. It's just a major key level. Anyways, 9956. So somewhere in this area right here is where Bitcoin will get to. Not will, may get to, right? And from there, I'm looking for a continuation to the downside. So the first area that it may stop at, which I really don't think it's going to just stop there, which is okay, is this 7,000 area, kind of in confluence with my 6849. So we may get back into this area and stop, but I almost have a stronger feeling that we'll get to this negative 61.8 area, which is, go figure, in confluence with my daily key level, which is like a monthly key level, to 5,700, 6,000. So when it comes to mining Bitcoin, on average, the average Bitcoin takes about $6,000 to be able to mine one Bitcoin. And as you can see here, price was literally boom, 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 boom for so long at 6,000, right? And I think this is the true level of support. So here's the thing, like, I could be completely wrong. I'm not saying I'm 100% when it comes to everything I do here at all. But if there's a time to be able to buy Bitcoin, 1,000% is when price gets to the 6,000 area. 1,000%. Right? If you're able to be able to buy one full Bitcoin, I'm not saying do that. But if you can, this is probably the best time to do it. I strongly believe this is the true floor, if Bitcoin is a true thing. If Bitcoin is the end all be all. But I could be completely wrong. So don't listen to me. I would strongly suggest do some real research to know what Bitcoin truly is and what it can do for us. But what do I know? I probably know nothing. But yeah, so I'm almost ecstatic if price gets to this area right here. but we will have a push to the upside. I'm currently in this trade right now. I'm up a good amount. I got in at a great time. Thank God. So we got in real nice. And I'm looking for price to get to this area right here. Is my take profit all the way up here? No, but that's where I think price is going to get to. I usually get out early. So with that being the case, guys, we'll see. Do I teach how to be able to trade Bitcoin? No, I do not. Do I teach about Bitcoin? Not yet. Because am I a master at this? No. But I have been right from time to time? Yeah. I have been right from time to time. Yeah, the halving. Yeah. Yep. So really appreciate your time, guys. FXPronow.com is our spiel, is our deal. And this is exciting. Greatly appreciate your time, guys. Peace. All right. So that's my talk for today. I'm gonna go back to my fantasy. I'm gonna check this thing real quick because I got what's in it? I got Boyd on my team. Boyd is my last guy, and Connor for the other team is his last man. Connor just beating these guys up. Man, that's unfortunate. All right, so greatly appreciate your time, guys. If you have any questions, you can be able to contact me. You can go to the website, scroll all the way to the bottom. You can be able to get my contact info, and or you can be able to just once you get started, you get my contact direct either way. So whichever one you want to do. All right, greatly appreciate your time. Really excited for the the next people that are going to be getting started with us, and going from there. All right, peace.